Hello, and welcome to another Google Workspace updates video from Cloudasta. This is for July 2026. Every month, Google releases many updates to their environment, and we do our best to figure out which ones we think are most interesting to you and tell you about them here. We have about 10 or 11 updates to talk about today, so let's get started. First one are new calendar sharing permission levels. So there is a new calendar sharing permission level within your Google Calendar settings called Make Changes, See Private Events as Free Busy. This allows you to grant someone edit access to your calendar while keeping the details of your private events entirely hidden. This is especially useful for leaders who assign delegates to help manage their calendars. These delegates will only be able to create, delete, and edit non-private events, and private events will appear as busy. You can see these settings now, and you can go ahead and start taking advantage of them. Within Gmail, the Help Me Write button prompt is getting a refinement. So instead of being able to refine by using the polish, formalize, and shorten preset options, you can now type in your exact follow-up prompt in your own words to further refine this. Whether you need to add a missing detail to the second line or include a deadline based off of your requests, you could just type it in and Gmail will update the draft. NotebookLM, which we've talked about before, is now called Gemini Notebook. This remains a standalone product focused on being a research tool, and the new name reflects how it will evolve to do more across the entire Google ecosystem. No big updates here to share specifically about the product aside from the name change. All right, within Google Meet, we have new settings for admins and end users to help users remember to capture notes for meetings when it's most valuable. So previously, admins could only enable or disable automatic note-taking for all meetings. Today, there's a third option, which allows admins to enable automatic note-taking only for meetings with 3 people or more. This is for some specific plans, so if you have any questions, you can let us know. And then on the end user side, here is the setting you would be able to see to be able to go ahead and change your automatic note-taking for all meetings I host with 3+ guests. This might be coming a little bit later in the summer and fall, but stay tuned for some updates. Okay, in Google Chat, previously you could only create one-to-one conversations with external users. So Google is improving external collaboration in chat by making it possible to create group conversations with external users. So now you can create a whole group conversation with multiple external users to streamline your external collaboration. You don't have to do any changes to the configuration or anything like that. It's now easier than ever to just go ahead and choose multiple external users. All right. In the coming weeks, Google is going to start to roll out a feature called Visual Screenshots in the Take Me Notes feature to automatically capture presented content such as slides and diagrams directly into the generated meeting notes document. These can be really helpful for meeting notes to be preserved alongside spoken summaries and transcripts. Ahead of the rollout, Google's having admins go in and decide whether these visual screenshots are allowed in meeting notes for their end users and to pre-configure them. These admin controls are going to be available within the admin console before the feature even is released, which is really nice. Oftentimes the feature comes first and then the setting comes later, but this is really nice that Google knows that this might be one that admins want to go ahead and think about ahead of time. So you can go ahead and choose whether or not you want to have that on for when it comes out ahead of time. All right, within Docs, now there is even more Gemini-powered comment workflows to help you quickly understand and respond to collaborator feedback. This is just a quick snippet, but what you can do is you can ask Gemini to summarize the comment threads, extract themes, identify unresolved issues, such as summarize all comments from Sarah or what are the unresolved issues. And then you can ask Gemini to insert comments on your behalf, give it some context, or draft replies, suggest edits, and all of these pieces. So this way you can quickly work through all of those comments instead of one by one trying to go ahead and catch up on all of these things manually. You can access these by submitting queries at the bottom bar or in the side panel for Gemini. You may see some proactive nudges to summarize comments when opening new documents or automatically generate a reply when clicking into an existing thread. Also within Docs, you now have the ability to create and edit images, diagrams, and infographics directly in your Google Docs with Gemini. These images leverage the context of your document, so you can generate relevant visuals to accompany your writing throughout without ever leaving Docs. You can create rich infographics by saying something like, add a diagram providing an overview of the proposal at the top of my doc, or create a rich infographic visually summarizing this document. And the last one for today is going back to that Google Meet notes taking. So Google is making it easier for users to find meeting notes, transcripts, and recordings. So after a meeting, these will automatically be moved into a new folder in the host's My Drive called Google Meet. Within that folder, these files will be automatically organized into subfolders for each meeting. Files from different instances of a recurring meeting will share one folder. Any meeting attendees with access to the meeting files will see shortcuts. Previously, these files were only uploaded to the host drive, not the attendees, and the files weren't organized by meeting. Shortly after the rollout, Google's going to move existing Meet recordings into the new Google Meet folder and rename it Legacy Meet Recordings. That way you can see what happened before this change and what happened after. All right, and those are the updates for July 2026. If you have any questions, please reach out. Thanks so much.